It is the Saturday Wrap. The Saturday Wrap for Saturday, the 23rd of May, 2026. And I think, well, there's at least a heat wave, but the summer may be sure. I should tell you, normally the Saturday Wrap is done on the Friday before. However, due to some emergency beanoing, it's actually Thursday. Sorry about that. So it'll be slightly truncated. I shall endeavour to make it up with some old tat and stuff. Anyway, this was my week. Live from Bedwas in the semi-lovely Lower Rumney Valley. This is what happened to me. And let us start with the word or phrase of the week. Yeah. Blue dot fever. Originally from the United States. Basically, blue dots are seats available, and this relates to a concert by musical artists. And apparently, seats are not being sold. And it is spreading to the UK. So sellout tours are no longer sellouts. I'm thinking times are hard. I'm thinking, yeah, I've got to pay extra for this, that, and the other. And I just can't afford this concert from my not favourite artist, but I would have seen in the past. Blue Dot Fever. I think it's only going to get worse. But there you go. Anyway, I'm moving on to the app of the week. This is from a guy from Norway called Synindra SAS, and it's free. It's in the Mac App Store, and it's called Zone Bar. And it just sits in your menu bar and it tells you the time in various places. It also allows you to rename those places if you should wish to. I have to be honest, his apps are excellent. Tend to be single purpose, or not always, and a lot of them are free. But if you get hold of one of his paid for apps, please buy it because he's a little corker. Really is. Anyway, he said, with a scratchy back of the head now. Thing of the week. The whole country has gone vote crazy for an election in Manchester. And I think it's June the 18th, something like that, but it's going to go on for ages, and that's all the country will be talking about, and there will be points scored, and then policies changed, and headlines and headlines and more headlines. Yeah, politics in the summer. Nothing else to talk about, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, vote crazy. And talking about crazy, crazy about the heat wave. The BBC and the Met Office have already been putting things out saying take precautions. It's going to get warm. Although, depending on you who you ask, between 26 and 30. I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I believe that is summer, and summers are warm. And yes, be careful, but let us not get overly excited by this. I know that I am going to have to get the watering can out because plants and such like. Anyway, song of the week, Voodoo Child. Slight return from the Electric Ladyland album by Jimi Hendrix. It is a corker, 1968. Wow. And Jimi Hendrix, his music still stands up. It really does. Ex-Paratrooper too. Yeah. Jimi Hendrix, a little bit of quality, a little bit of innovative guitar playing. But there you go. Anyway, the week that was Saturday, Tut Lol in the Rickards. Oversized glasses. I hadn't been there since, was it June or was it July 2021? Yeah, Tutlall, Grey Trees, some great beers there. I need to go back there. They have a rather long Wi-Fi password, which I eventually got round to. And someone waved to me in the Otley. Yeah, people are recognising me, which is always a worry. But their beers weren't bad either. Although the Wi-Fi was a little bit. Never mind. Anyway, that was Saturday. Saturday was a really good day. Saturday was a bit of a, well, there was weather going on. Anyway, Sunday, cutting back things, chopping up things, weeds and brambles, and yeah, I need to do more of that, to be perfectly honest. And also on Sunday, ordering more seeds. Germination has been a bit iffy, definitely iffy. And some of them have actually come today. Moved on to Monday. Monday, power readings, gas and electric, no smart meter. But I had 2 spins of the Octopus Wheel of Fortune, £1 off each, which, considering how hard times are, every little counts. Or is that Tesco's? Who knows? Anyway, and just to prove that Bitcoin is still knocking around, transferred 20,000 sats from my wallet to the Fountain app, just like that. Worked a treat. Support your favorite artist stroke podcaster in the Fountain app. Give them some sats. That's what I say. Anyway, someone give me some strawberry plants, which are on the back windowsill at the moment, well watered, and are going to be planted out over the weekend in the sun. Plenty of water. There you go. And I'm going to a Beano in London in July. And I checked my Oyster card, and I have two, and I tried to transfer one to the other, but you need to actually uh, sign in, hit the thing with your whatchamacallit. So it's back on the old one. You got 3 days to do it, and since I wasn't in London, I didn't do it, but I will do it for the next time. Anyway, also planted more radishes on Tuesday. Some are coming. Others didn't work as well, but there you go. Wednesday, sorting out the finances, starting a new ISA account. And today is, well, it's not Saturday, you know that. But the heat has now started. It was late, but it's sunny and it's warm and it's 20, and tomorrow is going to be 23. Yeah. Suntan lotion, cold drinks. Get your barbecue items in now. Get your bacon, get your burgers, get your wings, get your buns. Yeah, and plenty of cold drinks as well. Anyway, here's to a great bank holiday weekend. I wish you well. Comments are welcome. I will be knowing again.